Welcome, horrible people, to the Horrorble Opinions podcast. As always, I'm your still liking you host, Kenny.
I'm your gargoyle, demon, vampire, simp, Daniel.
I'm your succubus who can't take rejection, Ryan.
And that's right, we are talking about 2012's VHS. And I'm going to start off with a segment called Ryan, Don't Put Your Dick in That.
I have a rebuttal.
And it goes like this.
All right, the floor is yours. Rebut.
Well, let me hear. If a proper debate, you will present your side.
Oh, okay,
and then I will present mine. We will Lincoln Douglas, stump speech this shit. Go ahead.
Oh, there's gonna be a stump.
Also, I like how we're doing an anthology movie review, but we all did our intro based on the first one. And
well, it's the best one.
It's the best one. It's the most memorable one. Oh, there are other good ones. This is a solid anthology. I can't say the same for the rest of the series. There's some bangers in and out of it, but they've made 4, 5, 6, 7. There's a 7th one coming out. One of them is like a mini series that came out in 2018. I don't think I've seen that. But the next one coming out is 85. They've done a 94 and a 99. They did a Viral, which is like a web-based one. And then there's this VHS 2. Who wants to give us an overall synopsis, or do we want to do this as we break down each segment? Of course, some of these segments aren't very long, so a synopsis would probably cover the whole thing. Just give me an overall broad tale of what's going on here.
Well, here's the thing. None of these are related.
They're not related.
So a group of a group of hooligans break into a house.
Douchebags who did not die soon enough.
Douchebags. Yeah, they suck. Boys just being boys,
Boys just being boys.
They break into a house to steal VHS tapes that they're gonna sell to a guy, and I guess these are creepy tapes that they watch in this spooky house.
Yeah, and these guys are like the wraparound for all of the other anthology segments.
Yeah.
And Daniel, Kenny, I don't know about you, but the first 5 minutes of these assholes, I almost turned this off. I hated their. I was
not happy with them.
I was not happy with what was happening.
My notes are: my picture is fuzzy. This sure ain't high def. I don't want to see what that dude does on the bed. And then I said, I bet Ryan was very concerned with the start of this movie.
So we start with a murder bed.
Now, okay, so the overall segment that is kind of guiding us through these smaller segments is titled Tape 56. Now, all those people you're seeing, do you know who those people are, Ryan?
Are those the directors?
Those are your writers and directors. You stayed for the credits. You've seen the names, didn't you?
I did. Like, I know Ty West is there.
Uh-huh.
And then some other ones. I can't, just off the top of my head, I can't remember.
Adam Wingard,
yes.
Simon Barrett. Yeah. Now, did you also recognize anything else in Tape 56, Ryan? Maybe some of the location.
Some of the location? That's interesting. Let's see, what locations did we got? We got parking garage. We got abandoned house.
Was it filmed in Colombia?
It was filmed in Colombia, Ryan.
Our Colombia?
Our Colombia, Tape 56, yes. This was filmed there, and then he went on to do You're Next in Colombia.
Yeah.
So, do we know what parking garage that was?
I don't know off the top of my head, no.
Because
I was going to do some research, but then I was having to do some file management.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Still hate them.
They still suck.
No, they did a great job of being douchebags, but that guy was coming to him eventually. So, bear with us. This is our first time doing an anthology.
Did some of them go to school at MU, or why? Because they use Columbia a lot.
I don't remember what his connection was there.
I think it's Simon Barrett is the one who keeps doing it.
Yeah, I a long time ago I read into why for Your Next is an absolute amazing piece of cinema, but I don't really remember why. Maybe we'll find that out later. I'll add that in later. Don't worry about it. It's so dirty. It's so grungy. These guys are running around. You don't know what they're doing. They run into a parking garage. They attack this couple, but they're not beating them or robbing them. They're just have their camera out and they're lifting the lady's shirt up while scaring the guy away until the guy comes running back. Then they run away. And the guy's like, I'm the boob whisperer. I'm like the boob prophet or something. Like, I knew she had boobs. It was like,
I hope they all die. That's what I just kept writing down. I hope these people die. I can't wait for you to die. I'm making an agreement with you, movie. The agreement is I'm not going to turn you off. I'm going to keep watching, and you're going to show me these people die.
Well, what's great, Ryan, is in 2012, when this was filmed, these people are being sold to us as basically people selling these shitty little tapes of them committing these small crimes for like $50 in each. If this was done nowadays, they would be the prank TikTokers that get millions of views that nobody likes. So it's just gotten worse. We've just gotten them straight to the internet.
Lots of different flavors.
And so all of this we're seeing through the eyes of the video camera. We're watching tapes that they're making. And I'm guessing someone just took a tape out of one of the guys' rooms, and we've been recording over his sneaky Dennis Reynolds style sex tape.
Yes.
And all I'm saying is we keep getting the shots of this guy's bedroom, and I'm like, no lady would get down in that room.
No, that's a murder bed.
It's a murder bed. But they're going to go from ripping women's tops off for $50. They're going to upgrade to upskirts. Okay?
Oh.
That's an upgrade. That costs more money. And then look, someone gets mad. We break a TV.
That's because they just won't listen,
The lady
Kenny.
sees the camera. They won't listen. Someone drops an N-bomb.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, racism.
Oh, there's an N-bomb?
Oh, yeah. There's an N-bomb. And I got to tell you.
Like, what the hell, Gary?
White dudes. That, so it's like, you want to make some real money? Okay, look.
The real money's out there on the street corner sucking dicks. That's where the real money is.
That could be you, Gary. You could be out there sucking dicks. So, like, we're going to go break into this old dude's house and take this tape. And it's like, well, what if the old dude's home? Don't worry. I'll take care of it.
Oh, you're going to take care of it?
Thing. Yeah, I'm going to take care of it. So, they break into this big house, and they're looking for a tape. They know nothing about this tape. I'm going to kind of just combine parts of the 56 segment because it goes around a little bit. I'm not going to talk about the end of it yet, but they find all these tapes and they don't know what they're looking for, and they keep leaving. So they find the old man dead in his chair in front of like 6 little CRT TVs all showing static and a VHS player.
I had a premonition of my death. That's what it's going to look like.
A lot of static. They leave one of the guys in the room. Character names are going to be all over the place in this, because I don't really know him, because we got a lot of characters, a lot of segments. And they're like, well, we got to go find the tape. We're going to go look somewhere else, but you stay here and you look at these tapes. And it's like, well, why don't you all just sit there and go through the tapes, because you don't know what the tape is. So how do you know the tape's not here in the tapes that you just said, hey, it's probably one of these tapes? You don't know that. So that was dumb. I didn't like that.
So, Kenny,
I'm going to take a shot every time you say the word tapes.
Or that was dumb.
The black tapes.
Good. I thought, so the guy who convinced them all that this is going to be a big payout, and that's what we're going to do, I thought it was his job just to get them there, that he had sold the rest of his crew out, and he was just feeding them. I figured the guy in the chair is not actually dead and is going to eat them or kill them or do something, and the guy who brought them there, it was his job to like feed the crew members to him. That's what I thought was happening.
So you had that. You had a Hellraiser reboot on the brain.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Turns out they're just all idiots.
That's not bad. They are just all idiots.
That would have been
a good way to go, but we didn't need any extra reason to hate any of those guys. Plus, that probably would have made us like that guy a little bit more, because those guys all suck. So everyone else is exploring the house looking for tapes. They're like, yeah, it's got to be in the basement. And we left one of our dudes in the room with the dead guy in the chair behind him, and he's just gonna sit down and get all cozy in front of the boob tube and pop in a VHS tape where we get our first segment. So, first segment is Amateur Night. We've got 3 bros. Okay, we've got Shane, Patrick, and Clint, and they got themselves a pair of spy glasses off the internet, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking internet, dude.
That's good stuff.
Now, right here is where I'm like, man, I haven't watched this in a while. This whole thing is a lot more date rapey than I remember. Like the whole thing.
No. I don't think so.
I was uncomfortable a lot.
You should be uncomfortable because they're filming with secretly filming, but I don't think it's date rapey.
No, and there's even
the whole
a point.
Thing is off. I mean, no, they do say no like, hey, man, she's unconscious. Yeah.
So,
but I mean, the whole thing is just give me like creepy, very taking advantage of women vibes, and it's just
they're definitely doing that.
So we got, like I said, we got our guys, and they got these pair of glasses that are a recording device, which I don't know where they're storing all this footage. Like, I don't know that the technology was there without having a big bulky thing wired down his back. So that was interesting. But we're gonna go out. We're going to go a party, and we're going to go record some ladies with our 3 bro. Well, it's more like 2 like bros, and then like their bro.
Well, 2 capital letter bros, and then a little lowercase bro.
Are you saying that the dork in glasses Clint is lowercase letter bro?
Yeah, like he's
our
a
cameraman.
Beta. He needs to get it together.
Because
he's not going to the party. Job. And he's not talking flapjacks with the ladies. I can't do that. I can't talk flapjacks with the ladies. How many flapjacks can you put down, Ryan?
Oh, I could fit a whole bunch of flapjacks in my mouth or whatever whatever the hell it is she said. Who cares? This whole thing felt so ad-lib to me.
That's code for dicks.
Now, who do we see while they're in there macking on the flapjack lady? Who's creeping around the club, Ryan?
My kind of lady.
My kind of lady as well.
With big old crazy eyes.
Yes.
Big old crazy eyes.
If I make eye contact with crazy eyes, it's over.
It's over. Crazy eyes.
And with her crazy eyes, it would be impossible to not make eye contact.
I mean, they're giant
fucking
orbs.
Gollum.
So they just see everything. And you know what? I like yo.
I like yo.
Her
most recent film coming out is titled "I'll Be Watching." That's appropriate.
I bet.
She's got good anime eyes.
Yeah, her name is Hannah Fearman.
And
she plays a
if she had been in that what is that, Alita Battle Angel or whatever movie, they wouldn't have needed CGIs.
Didn't have to do a thing.
Now, I don't know if you know this, but she is royalty.
Oh, you've already done some research. Why just on this one character, Ryan?
Because I think there's a shot that I could have made it work. I don't know.
I agree. I'm on Ryan's side.
Yeah, I'll bring you on my side. But the reason she's royalty, and maybe you know this, Kenny, is Daniel. She played Zelda in The Legend of Zelda: The Hero of Time, which is like, I guess it's some kind of fan-made movie, but it has a trailer on IMDb. Check it out,
okay.
Folks.
I'm not going to.
You check it out.
I did. Oh, the trailer.
Hashtag not my Zelda.
Hashtag not his Zelda. Trying to see if she's been in anything else that I've really actually seen.
I haven't seen anything else.
She's in a couple of the Creep Show segments for the TV series, which are, the TV series is fantastic, and I'll be pushing for us to do it.
I'm going to say that in this segment, when the drinkers really start drinking and they start talking and doing their drinking things, I'm just watching this and I'm thinking, this is why I don't hang out with drinkers. They're so annoying.
Yeah, like, I want to be the drinker. I don't want to be hanging out with the drinkers. What is this?
How come none of them started slugging across the floor?
I know. This is like legit club moves, right?
Because like whenever like we're drinking, one of us always ends up slugging across the floor.
We do be slugging. They were going to be slugging later. Some of them were slugging at a certain point. So look, we got this crazy-eyed girl who comes up to Clint and just says, "I like you.
I like you."
And that's all she's saying. And he's just like, he's into it. I mean, guys are easy. I like you. I mean, look, Ryan's over there swooning.
Simple,
I'm like,
effective communication.
You got away with words.
Yeah.
So they get
I like you.
They get Flapjack Lady, not her friends. Her friends are more intelligent. They get Flapjack Lady and I Like You Girl to get in the car with them to head back to the motel or hotel, whatever you want to call it. And obviously to do some drugs and go to Pound Town. Now Clint's like, hey man, maybe don't trick the girl that likes me into doing drugs, okay? Like, she likes me. I'm protecting her.
She likes me for me.
I gotta protect her, okay? And the other lady, what's her name, Lisa? Lisa's like, look, we're 2 grown women. We chose to get in your guys' car. We can do drugs. Like, we know what we're doing. I'm thinking, lady, you're an idiot. You are an idiot. But okay.
I mean,
we're all doing some bumps in the back of the car, and we get to our room, and I like that we go to the bathroom, and I see they all brought toothbrushes.
It's important to have your own hygiene.
Yeah. So they're going to be, staying fresh, and that's good. And then this is part that dawned on me. We've got 3 dudes and 2 ladies in this room.
And is this when you start recalling all the documentaries you've seen on how this is going to play out? It's at this time that I'm looking at Crazy Eyed Girl and going, do you have a split down your head?
In your forehead?
What is that? It looks like you have a scar on your head. And then I'm like, oh no, okay. So I'm a little bit ahead of the movie at this point. I'm like, you only know how to say a couple things. Your head's gonna pop open at some point. You're catfishing these guys, right?
Are you a fucking cat?
Are you?
She's
Meow,
an
baby.
anglerfish.
Meow.
The dude on the couch who doesn't have a chick just laughing the whole time throughout this movie. I hate him so much. He needs to stop laughing.
No, you can't hate him. You can't hate him. He's brave. He hangs dong.
We do get to see Dong in this movie, and respect.
When shit goes bad, he kind of turns into a primordial man, and he starts hunching over because he's so fucking freaked out.
And he's naked, so
because his lizard brain's all fucked up.
But he is the first one to say the other dude is over there trying to get with Lily, and not Lily,
Lisa, I think, or whatever.
Lisa,
blonde.
Yeah, Lisa, trying to get with Lisa. And Lisa passed out in the bed, and he's like, you're going to have a hard time getting that off of her because she's unconscious, dude. And he's like, what? No. He's like, yeah, sorry, dude, you got to stop. And he's sitting there laughing, and it's like, oh, crap, they actually had a boundary. How surprised were you that he stopped?
I was like, friends have standards? What? That's amazing.
Yeah, so that bumped them above the Tape 56 guys, because they wouldn't have stopped.
It depends, because you are filming yourself, and if they are clearly unconscious, I don't know. And you're in the
but they were also
in the frame.
The Tape 56 people were assaulting people on the street.
Yeah, I know. Okay, I don't know. Holy shit, bro, that's a demon.
Well, okay. First, before we go demon, the dude's he just pivots. He just pivots. He walks over to the other bed.
A smooth pivot transition.
Clint, yeah, Clint just allows it. Clint isn't hey man, she likes me for me. Okay,
Clint is not very aggressive about in this situation, right?
Clint needs better friends. Okay,
I mean, yeah,
but he pivots over there. Clint's still recording. They're like, get back over here, Clint, and they pull the blanket down, and we get our first real sign that something's.
These are feet that Ben would not fuck.
These are bad feet. She's got straight up talons. And then,
but I'm gonna say, not a deal breaker.
The feet? No, not a deal. I mean, they're an interesting talking point. You'd be like, wow.
In fact, I'm gonna say
wow,
there's nothing about her that's a deal breaker for me.
Jesus Christ!
Not even when the forehead splits open and it's all
fine.
He's into it. She starts all passive, and then she flips him over and starts, I'm ready to go to Pound Town. And she starts reaching over for Clint, and he starts kind of getting undressed. He's kind of into it. And then she has a black tongue. And I'm like, Clint, bro, you seen her feet? And he's like, no, I got to get out of here for a second. He starts walking around. We see the other buddy on the couch. He's like, oh, yeah. So he starts taking his clothes off, and she looks at him and goes, no.
And I'm like, people in this segment, they all have standards, okay?
Yeah, no. So Clint's in there get it together, dude. You can do this. You should do this. Yeah. And so he is about to go back out there, and he gets interrupted. The buddy runs in there, and his hand is bleeding. He's like, she freaking bit me. And the other guy's laughing. He's like, she said no, dude.
He's got wandering fingers. No. She meant no.
And then
I think that's when all shit goes to hell.
Starts just slashing across his chest, biting him. And they're like, oh no, what the fuck? What the fuck? And they go run and hide in the bathroom, where they should have stayed. But they keep peeking back out. At one point, they peek back out. She's got her, she's crouched on him, but then she's got her foot, all the way, contorted all the way up, caressing his head. And it was such a weird bendy thing. And I don't like bendy things. And now
I'm just imagining someone caressing Ben's head with their foot, and
he loves it. So they go back in the bathroom again, like, what do we do? What do we do? And this is where Daniel pointed out, like, a naked boy who's flashing dong everywhere.
I think his name is Patrick.
Like, all right, that could be Patrick. That's probably Patrick. He grabs a weapon, the shower curtain rod.
Sturdy stuff, man. Sturdy stuff.
And he's like, he's going to go out there. He's going to take care of it. They open the door again, and she's out there doing like a pose, like you'd see like a Persona monster waiting, like arms twisted above her head, like, oh yeah, she's got the pose. And then he goes up there, and he's like, yeah! And like Lisa won't wake up. And then Clint gets on the other side of the bed, and his buddy's blood, and he's in his bloody socks sitting there.
It's a swing and
then and then all of a sudden he's leaning around to look at the fight, and what gets tossed at his face?
Donger.
Fatality.
Dick and balls.
Donger
just ripped
and balls.
right off.
Yeah. That'll happen.
Yeah. He didn't need that penis. And then Clint makes the biggest mistake you can make.
He runs.
You don't run in socks on stairs. That's some risky business.
That
he
fall
fell down.
wasn't even that, like, it was like 2 steps.
Clint is...
Who are these fragile people?
It's Mr. Glass. That's Clint.
Also,
you know?
I'm going to put it out there. You should also not get down wearing socks.
Yeah, no, you need it's going to...
No.
You're not going to get any leverage.
You're
That's not
hiding
acceptable.
the best part for Ben. You're hiding that. Show those feet.
Your little feeters are going to slip.
He cannot finish if he can't see them toes.
It's okay, though. Face full split now. Like full like creature transformation. Lying on the ground, I'm all bloody. I like you. No like? No like.
Say it back, douchebag.
I put Rai like.
Not a deal breaker. I'm with Daniel on this one. So it's... but I'm also thinking, movie, really? Our monster, what puts her over the edge is rejection. Really? That's what you're going to go with this?
She likes him.
I was not expecting Clint to go flying.
So, yes. So Clint runs away while she's dejected from her rejection. And I love that he's banging on the hotel manager's office, and those ladies in there are like, no, you gotta go. Like, look, they've seen some shit. Look at this place. They don't fucking care. There's a reason they're all walled in like a glass case. Like, they should see this shit all the time.
Like
and
that,
then all of a sudden it's...
Rick Moranis scene in the first Ghostbusters.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're inside the restaurant?
Yeah.
Yeah. But then,
only dirtier.
I believe I can fly.
I believe I can fly the ground.
So her little claws were digging into him. So, like, but if he played this right, she could have picked him up gently. And then they could have lived happily ever after.
This encounter is absolutely survivable.
Yeah.
Oh, it could have gone way better for Clint.
Yeah.
I mean, what was the problem?
Just say yes.
Just say yeah. Well, his friends ruined it for him.
I think the cocaine probably ruined it.
That probably didn't help either.
Cocaine probably caused her to lose control.
Okay.
I think he probably would have been down for some straight up nice, gentle missionary and then a cuddle.
So
I don't think that's what you're gonna get with that.
That's just what he wanted, though.
What kind of monster is this?
It's a siren.
We got siren, Daniel.
It's a gargoyle vampire
it's
demon.
A gargoyle vampire cheese toast monster. I'm gonna go with.
Oh wait, hold on. It's my future goth girlfriend.
I'm proud of you.
FGG.
Very proud of you. I'm going with succubus.
Now let me tell you why I'm right.
Okay.
4 years after this came out, Ryan, she got her own movie.
Really?
Okay.
Called Siren.
Well, just because it's called that.
Now, aren't sirens connected to
in
water?
The sea. Wawa.
Most of the time when we hear about them, yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole.
They get combined with mermaids a lot.
And both of them
like
luring men to their death. Okay, here's my rabbit hole.
Right.
I'm going with succubus.
I wanted to see her rabbit hole some more.
Oh. What do you mean?
You should watch Siren.
Expand on that point, Daniel.
Can we do Siren?
Depends. When was it
made?
We
absolutely should do Siren. 2016.
He said 4 years ago, but that's not 4 years ago,
I
dog.
said 4 years after this was made.
Oh, okay. My bad. Sorry. I don't listen good.
We got to clarify a little bit. So like a succubus is looking for a mate, and she's not going to harm you as long as she's having sex with you or after she's had sex with you, because now you're pair bonded. Now, we find out in the credits that the character's name is Lily, And that's going to be an abbreviation of Lilith. And if you want to go biblical with me, go biblical with me. That's Adam's first wife, who legend has it later became a succubus. You know what I'm saying?
The legends say. I know what you're saying.
Okay.
And I would have said the same thing.
I want to know, why does she kill the guy she's riding on top? I know why she kills Patrick, because she said no, and he's not respecting boundaries.
He's not the one she likes.
So is that just her way of like trying to get Clint in on it, you think?
That could be it, or that could just be a meal.
Fair enough. A little snack before,
like, hey, you gave me drugs. You get a little bit, and then, yeah. The movie is really good. I didn't actually discover it until, like, I want to say, like, 2-3 years ago myself. Well, so I'm just like, I started watching this movie, and I'm like, hold on. That looks just like the lady from the segment. And I'm like, and then she turned into a creature, and I'm like, hold on. And I looked at, so this thing, the sequel, or I don't know, expansion upon this segment came out with, at least on my radar, no like announcement like, hey, we're doing this thing. Because this is the segment, like, I'll go years in between watching VHS, and this is the segment that I always remember. The rest of them, they might as well have been new to me. Like, after I get into them, I'm like, oh yeah, I know what happens here. But this is the one that always, stands the test of time. Like, it people know when you talk about VHS, they talk about this one. So the fact that they just dropped a movie on it and nobody talks about it, like, I've brought this movie up a lot of times, like on Twitter and whatnot. Like, oh yeah, check out the full movie. And they're like, wait, what? Nobody fucking knows about it. And it's good. And it's the same lady playing the creature.
Okay, so for this segment, it felt like it would have just been plucked directly out of a movie. Like, it would have happened around the 30-minute, 35-minute mark in a movie where something actually happens, and then you have to deal with it. It did, so yeah, interesting, fun. Next.
Yeah, next. So now we're back to our tape 56.
Oh, naked man wraparound. Here we go.
Yeah, so we got
now
dudes in the basement.
The naked man wraparound is a hard to pull off move, I find.
Really? Well, how are you doing it?
Well, I'm trying to wrap around, but I am not like some sort of a snake,
Well, you got to stay professional. You can't.
You also got to up your protein and get a little bit more jiggly to make it really work.
Yeah, you got to be jiggly, bro. Don't even worry about it.
Do you have a jiggly bro?
Is Jiggly Bro the male form of a Jigglypuff?
Yeah, dog. Don't even worry about it. They're in the basement. They're recording still because, otherwise we wouldn't see what's going on. And they're like, oh, I found it. Yeah? Which one is it? I don't know. And I was like, guys, it could have been one of the ones upstairs. So, like, they're so dumb.
They are so dumb.
And then there's a naked dude in the basement. No, there's not. You want me to rewind the tape? No, there's not a naked dude in the basement. Like, none of you guys know what you're looking for. But hey, let's pop in another tape.
At this point, I figured dead guy in the chair was doing a jigsaw.
Yes.
But then I also couldn't figure out how he got down, like took his clothes off and would just be wandering around downstairs. So are there two? So we got zombie jigsaw and we got random naked guy? Or are they
I'm not
are they the same?
Sure what's going on in that. Well, the naked guy was a lot smaller than zombie jigsaw. Okay. Yeah, that's a thin man, and zombie jigsaw was not
sturdy.
Yeah, our next segment. Oh, let's see, amateur night. We're done with that.
Rate that segment
out of 5.
Why?
It's a 5.
Sure, out of 5. I guess I'm gonna rate it out of 4.
It's a 5.
I'm gonna give it 4.
Oh boy, I wasn't prepared for this. Out of 5, it's for this one. It felt too linear, and I knew pretty much what was happening, even though it was.
Well, that's because you've had dates go like that.
Sure, right?
Yeah.
You help oil the crease in their forehead. You don't run away from it.
I'm gonna moisturize you.
You do the moisturize it. You do it with your feet.
We're gonna get this foot thing settled. It's what scoliosis. You got scales?
I swear to God. That one was directed by David Bruckner and written by David Bruckner and Nicholas Tarkovsky. David Bruckner, from the Hellraiser remake, The Ritual. That's probably all you know him from.
I think
The Signal. Big name. Also, the Tape 56 stuff is done by Adam Wingard and Simon Barrett, which, we've talked about them quite a bit. So our next segment here is Second Honeymoon, written and directed by Ty West. And right off the bat, I said, show me that price per gallon, you cowards, because we are pumping a car, and I always want to know what the gas prices are. And I'm not about to do math and screenshot the number and figure it out.
This is with Sam and Stephanie. They're in
That's right, we got our...
Sleepy Motel one?
Yes.
Boring.
We got a nice red car.
Yeah.
You never touch a sleepy horse.
And
no
not
kidding.
only boring.
That was a donkey. Okay, it was a white donkey. A donkey. That is white.
That is why.
Yes.
That was a nice
Not
white
only
ass.
is this boring, who are these people who can just sleep with lights shining in their face?
Me?
Do you
What?
think I could...
Yeah.
I could wear a cowboy hat?
Do you think you could pull off those cowboy boots?
I don't think so either, but I wish I could. Now let's get our old future prediction minor.
I think this is the only really interesting thing about this segment, because it's foreshadowing something else that you only realize at the very end. Because it's telling her that she's going to be reunited, basically, with an old love.
With a loved one.
Okay, and we're thinking, it's about her and the husband and whatever the second honeymoon is. In reality, It's about her and her lover and how they're going to kill the husband at the very end.
Yeah, don't do no favors because someone is waiting to take advantage of you.
Mm-hmm.
A closed mouth gathers no foot. He puts his foot in his mouth the entire time.
That's true. He sucked.
Their relationship is so bad.
I also thought this would be the most difficult one for Kenny to watch.
Did you take my money? No,
done it. You've done it before.
I had $100. Yeah, you've treated yourself before. What did you buy? But that made me uncomfortable. I was more uncomfortable when he kept trying to get his wife to take her clothes off for the camera when she was like, I really don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to do that. We'll just do this. I don't want to do that. Like, oh, please, just stop. Just stop. It was a nice sweatshirt, though. Had like a deer stringing up some hunters. Classic Midwestern wear.
If the lady was gonna kill the guy, why bother doing the toothbrush and the turlet?
She just wanted to torture him some more.
Also, that wouldn't even bother me. That water's clean.
Yeah, it's probably clean. It's okay. Look, they get ready to go to bed. There's a knocking on the door. It's a creepy girl. Tell us what happened, Sam. If she wants us to give her a ride tomorrow. Like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, who would... You're just gonna wait out here all night? Like, no, man, come in here with us. No, it's like, I don't feel threatened by her, but she made me nervous. I'm like, bruh, if that happened to me, you better believe any furniture in there that's not bolted down is in front of the door. And that door latch should have already been... Who doesn't latch the hotel door as soon as you get in there? Everyone in the door, I shut it, and it's latched.
But Stephanie wants her to get in.
Well, but that's the last thing we see on camera is her latching. So that's the part where in the end I'm like, oh, that's how she got in. But then she
I was wondering that too. So
she laid back down and pretended to be asleep.
When I see the footage of that he took of her like walking back and forth, she looks like some kind of raven cloak person. I'm wondering, is like the common thing in each of these segments going to be that there's like a demon lady in each one of them, and it's just different variations of how they do their kill? It was where my head was. Turns out, nah.
I mean, that'd be fun.
Nah.
Women are the demons.
Do you call the cops?
If I was approached like that and then they lingered outside, yes.
Daniel?
Nope.
I think my answer is no, but I think it should be Kenny's answer, yes.
If they linger, I'm not fucking around with that.
Shouldn't let it linger. Did you have to?
No.
Did you have to?
You have to.
You have to.
So, what do you think when the camera pops on while they're sleeping, it's recording the boyfriend? Were you just like, why is the girlfriend recording him sleeping?
Oh, I thought it was some kind of killer immediately.
Oh, yeah. Well, as soon as the camera pulls back and then you see the girlfriend still sleeping, it's like, oh, yeah, that's
my
our
thought
recording.
Was, I wish I could sleep as deeply and soundly as these people.
Oh, what if I told you did? You only think you wake up every time.
No.
Because butt stuff. Butts, knives, cash. Camera, we pull down the blanket, we put a knife up to her butt, and then we, take the guy's money. And then we go into the bathroom and put his toothbrush in the toilet. And I'm like, how did you get in? I was expecting like a secret entrance, but I still don't understand. Well, okay, so if the wife let her lover in or whatever, where was she the whole time? Because the wife was asleep there in the camera, unless she's pretending to be asleep for the camera. But why? What's the point of that? Why just pretend to be asleep while she walks around the room? Did she let her in at some point? She went to sleep under the bed? Because most of those beds are actually solid underneath, and you can't get underneath them.
Right. She can't do a Mrs. Voorhees and get mattress pounded in the face. Not in this one.
Not in this. So
not like this.
I don't know. But this guy is a dick. Even with the money thing, he's a dick. And they go to this canyon, and it's pretty sick.
Well, it's pretty
grand.
Do you know where that is?
Is that a Grand Canyon?
That's the Grand. And the spots they have been at, I have photos of myself there, so I know exactly where those, because that's where everyone goes to take those photos.
Photos of me there too?
Actually, yes.
Wow.
Aw. They have zero chemistry.
Are you talking about me and Ryan?
Yes.
Yes.
It's clear.
And if you had seen those photos, you'd see it, you'd know it.
Everyone's hover handing.
I had more chemistry with it.
Zoe was the secret lover, and she was gonna murder me on that trip.
She was gonna murder all of us.
You're the secret lover in that situation, but
no, Daniel and I were both gonna die.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But you know what? Turns out someone doesn't have a driver's license, so insurance.
I was like, your guys' relationship is so bad. And it turns out I was right. Because then we got Creeper in the bedroom again, and then we just go right into it. Like, here's the knife.
You're missing the part where I really want to play craps.
Oh, yeah, I really want to play craps. Let's go to Vegas. I really liked craps last time. And I'm like, you already lost $100.
This segment,
whatever you want to do.
I don't know, was the least interesting to me.
I think Ty needs a lot more runway.
This one was Ty West?
Yes. This one was Ty West. He needs a lot more runway. This didn't
feel like Ty West at all.
No, there was no, I don't know, no,
he had
no atmosphere, no.
There's like nothing.
Build.
He had to speed through it.
Yeah, I don't think
we could have had a whole movie of these two getting more and more uncomfortable with each other, and then just had the Creeper creeping.
Yeah, I think you need he needs a longer run time. Yeah. What you said, I'm gonna say it. Yeah.
Yeah. So but it's fucking brutal though. Just shoot, stab, slice, stab, slice, and then it's like, oh shit, he's dead. And then we see her in the bathroom with her weird, what was it? Don't Look Back, Matt. Oh no, what's the one we watched, Ryan? The old lady in the weird clear plastic mask.
Is that Don't Look
was
Now?
Alice, Sweet Alice.
Okay, there's Alice, Sweet Alice. Those two kind of blend together for me. It might be Alice, Sweet Alice.
Kind of do too. One of those has the 10-minute long Donald Sutherland naked on the bed.
Don't Look Now, I think.
Yeah, just caress me. Donald, I would. God damn it, I would. And then, oh shit, she starts making out with the wife.
He could do a sick old man wrap around.
He could. And then they're sitting in the car driving away together, and it's like, okay.
Yeah, that's my feeling exactly. Okay.
This was the worst one.
You could have pushed him off the Grand Canyon.
You could have just gotten a divorce. Thought,
because he says he heard someone on a cell phone, having a conversation on a phone. So I thought maybe that was our secret lover, and I'm like, are these points where she is supposed to kill him, but she's just not doing it? I don't understand.
Yeah. Anyway, it's weird. That one, that's
not great.
2. That's a 2.
Skip it. Let's go to a good one. The next one.
I give that a 1.
Okay. Out of 5. Okay. Yeah, we're back in tape 56. I say, what the fuck was that? And then also, what happens in this segment, Ryan? It's a short little hop back. I'll just tell you. Dead guy's gone. He's not in his chair.
Oh, I stopped caring about that.
Dead guy's gone, and every time we watch a tape, the guy who's in there watching the tape disappears too.
Disappears, yeah. And then the guys in the basement are like, well, we're going to find these tapes, and it's probably something like a senator having sex with his daughter. They're going to blackmail him, but we're going to make copies. Making copies of all these tapes. Segment 3.
they got the guy, the SNL guy, comes in making copies.
Rob Schneider.
Yeah.
And right off the bat, we get what we always get in these segments. Boobs. We get a setup where it's like we're driving... We're driving to a cabin in the woods. Instead, we're going to a lake.
Oh, right.
The camera was focused on the blonde's chest in the back, and they're driving let's prank this runner and make it look like we're gonna run him over.
Scare the hitchhiker.
Got him. Like, you guys are assholes. So it's like, that guy didn't even flinch.
When they
Good
did
prank.
that, I thought, okay, I know what's happening. We scare the hitchhiker. We go to the camp. Hitchhiker massacres everyone.
Massacre.
I know exactly what's going to happen.
Standard, right? You were wrong.
And so happy that I was. However, there was a weredeer. You saw it. I saw it.
I wrote it down.
Okay.
Now, Ryan was into Wendy, our creepy driver who lied to each and every person in that vehicle to get them out there, told each one of them that they were going by themselves,
You told me
together.
It would be just us. Oh, that's funny. She told me it would be just us. I'm just here to nail the blonde.
As soon as Wendy lied to all of them, Ryan's like, there's a little mystery.
Ooh.
I'm intrigued.
You misread me, Kenny. See, the problem is she's not a ghost or a vampire or she's just a normal human. She's not like a supernatural killer. So I'm like, eh.
Hey, you guys want to see me eat it? The fucking guys in this are... So we got, what's this, Spider?
His name was Spider?
His name was Spider, dude.
The fuck? His name wasn't Spider Doug.
No, it wasn't Spider Doug, it was Spider Dude.
Spider Dude.
His name...
There was a Joey. I think Joey was the last guy to live.
Also, this is called Tuesday the 17th, by the way. Yeah, There was Joey, there was Spider, there was Wendy, and there was Samantha. And Wendy is their, new friend who, again, lies to them all to go out there. Like, oh, I just like going to this lake in the woods. They're going through the woods. Joey tells Spider, Joey picks up a bug and looks at Spider and goes, you want me to eat it? And Spider's like, okay. And he's like, oh fuck.
This is like more pure boys being boys, you know?
But Joey's an idiot. He's like, oh fuck. He's like, then why did you suggest it, Joey? Spider wasn't even hinting that you should eat this bug. And then he puts it in his mouth, and then he freaks out. And then we're walking, and we see an old, part of a wall in the woods. And it's like, that's a sick wall. And Wendy's like, yeah, can you take a picture of this wall, though? Because, my friend fell and got hurt here last time, and then the camera kind of, flashes and shows us a dead body.
Yeah, and at this point, there's it's glitching a little bit.
It's glitching.
And I'm like, is this now showing us a ghost image, or is this a premonition of what's going to happen? Are we Blair Witch in the woods, and that's what this actually is?
Yeah, who knows?
Who knows? Now I'm intrigued because it's not doing what I thought it was going to do.
Yeah, it's a little trippy. And then Wendy's a bitch.
I thought Wendy was a spirit.
You were thinking you were getting what's her face and.
Now you say thought. I'm gonna say you hoped.
Deadstream.
Yeah, I hope she was a spirit
situation,
so that we could talk.
Yes,
we could talk about pancake and how we slam them.
Slam cakes, what we call them.
And I'll be like, I like
here.
waffles, so I don't know.
Oh, really?
We get to the lake. Camera catches a dead floaty guy, and then she says, she just casually drops, "You're all gonna fucking die up here."
Doomsayer.
And I'm just like, why?
She being the Doomsayer.
No, she was the Doom Maker.
Doombringer.
She's
Doombringer.
Wrapping a whole lot of roles into one. She don't got a lot of time to make this happen.
Why did you come up with the crazy chick that you just knew? And not only that, but you thought you were going out there with her by herself. Every one of you thought you were going to go out there with this creepy ass chick you just met. Spider, you should have already had the fear. Okay, Spider doesn't want to do drugs because he doesn't want to get the fear.
I wrote down the fear
drug
as well. The fear.
Yeah, the fear. The drug fear.
I'm like, so they're going to do drugs and they're going to kill each other because of the fear? I'm like, Wendy already has the fear. It's contagious.
Yeah, Wendy tells him, you guys don't know, all this stuff happens here. And I think it was the other list. Samantha says, why would I come to a lake where everyone was murdered? And I said, exactly. But why would you also go to the woods with some creepy chick you just met? I don't know. Joey, let's go swimming. Takes off his clothes, got his silk boxers, does a nice cannonball in there. We're seeing lots of equal opportunity nudity in this movie, and I commend you. Round of applause. Dicks for everyone.
Dicks for everyone.
He does a classic fake drown, and, Samantha and Spider decide to go for a little walk. Because Spider's trying to nail the blonde. He straight up told us. And she's taking a dump behind the tree is the implication Spider's given us. And then she's like, hey, Spider, let me show you this thing that no one's seen.
Fat log I just laid.
That's where I thought they were going to go with
Look
that.
at this, Spider. You see this shit?
I didn't even eat corn. She starts to do a pose to start her cheer. And then you see some glitching. And then all of a sudden, a knife goes right through her head.
Yeah, that's
out
interesting.
in front of her face. And then Spider gets grabbed and the camera's pointed right at his face, and then he gets like the shit stabbed out of his face. And I'm like, huh. And like you see an outline of a person, but like you can't see them clearly. It's very odd.
It's like artifacty.
Yeah, like bad tracking, isolated bad tracking on the tape.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then Wendy shows up and she just grabs the camera, not even really worried that they're dead, but she seems a little put off. And she goes, and she's like, "Hey, Joey." Now, at this point, I'm thinking it's Joey from Friends.
Okay.
And
how you doing?
How you doing? Like, they left. Wanna fuck? How you doing?
But I like Joey. He's like, wait, what are you talking about? No. He said he's not into it because he's confused about where the other people are and he's suspicious.
They left their stuff?
That doesn't make sense to me.
It's like, and I was thinking about that story you told earlier, and yeah, I remember hearing about that. Some crazy guy.
So I think
killed all the people up here.
Because he was in the cold water, his downstairs brain wasn't able to get blood flow. Therefore, the blood flow was able to remain in the upstairs brain so he could think good.
I like
Or
this.
he was shy because it was cold and there was shrinkage because he immediately was putting his hands down in front of his junk, in front of his boxers.
Shrinkage, yeah. That's a protective thing. He wasn't feeling safe.
He shouldn't have been because, he wasn't crazy. He was evil.
And then he started flashing his teeth like a baboon.
Then Wendy said she needed bait.
And I'm like,
because
bait
she wants
for
revenge.
What? Oh, revenge. Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm like, behind you, dude, because the whole time he's slowly walking up behind Joey and then like slits his throat. And I'm like, okay, Wendy, if you were trying to lure him in, that seemed like your best shot right there.
So,
what was your plan?
At that point, wouldn't you because you've lured the killer out, so wouldn't you let the guy in on your plan so he could help you?
Yeah, no, she don't care about Joey.
2v1?
She don't care about
She
Joey
doesn't
at
care
all.
about any of these people, though.
So then she starts running, and at this point, I'm like, what was your plan, dude? But then she runs across a poorly concealed pitfall trap, and he falls into it. And it turns out it wasn't even dug very deep, because he crawls right out. So I'm like, what was the point of that? And then he fucking steps in a bear trap, and I'm like, he keeps falling into all these traps. And then we get Joey stumbling around with a slit throat, and I'm like, oh, Joey's okay. Oh, he's not. So Joey's just laying there. And I'm like, your plan is dumb. Also, how did you set all these traps without alarming the weird creature dude that she can't seem to record? Because she's like, why can't I record you? And then the dude starts walking over towards Joey and her, and he gets hit with one of those, like, spike traps where it's, like, on a board, a big plank, and all the spikes on it, and it flips up and impales his body like an Iron Maiden.
It's a classic Skyrim trap, yeah.
Yeah, and he just gets impaled on that, and I'm still just laughing. Like, got him! But then I said seems unnecessary, and I don't remember what part was unnecessary at that point. Maybe just you rubbing it in his face, standing next to him, filming him stuck on the thing.
Getting out of there now.
Yeah. So, what do you guys think of that segment?
This is my favorite one.
Yeah?
Yeah. I like this idea for a slasher killer where I think it's referred to as the glitch, that it's basically whatever this place is has created a thing that appears and disappears and doesn't work on film and is glitching in and out of reality.
He has cast, what spell is that? Where at the end of your turn, you got to roll the d20, and then depending on the roll, you're either in a different plane or you're not.
I forgot to mention, though, he gets out of the trap and then pops up in a tree and then beats her to death with the camera, and then she kind of slowly starts glitching out.
Yeah. I'm like, I like this.
So
out of all of them, this is the one I would have liked expanded. I could have seen expanded into an actual feature-length movie.
Tuesday the 17th?
Tuesday the 17th.
Meh.
Yeah, that's written and directed by Glenn McQuaid, who did I Sell the Dead, which is really good. Let's see here. Do anything else? He's worked around like the Stakeland series, but he doesn't have that many prominent things. But I Sell the Dead is an absolute banger. He was some additional crew on The Innkeepers. That makes sense. Yeah, I'll give that a 4 out of 5.
Now
3.
Okay, yeah, it might not be your cup of tea. Now the next one, the sick thing that happened to Emily when she was younger. This is the one that I went, what the hell did I just watch?
There's a lot of ideas in this one
This one's really good.
I had to look up to see what the hell the director intended this to be, and their explanation was not my takeaway when I watched it.
What is their explanation?
Alien incubators.
What?
Exactly,
Yeah,
Daniel. Makes no sense.
So I said aliens, but I couldn't commit to it, so I said...
What made you think aliens?
I said I renamed this segment Alien Ghost Gaslight.
Yes, that's very good. Yes.
So the ghost children were actors.
The ghost children are aliens.
They're aliens. They're never ghosts.
You don't know that by watching.
It's weird. So we start
I don't
off...
get any alien thing from...
until the end of it.
Where it says these are like, what does he say? Human hybrid or half hybrid?
He says that?
Something like, yeah, like these are hybrids or half human or half something. It's like a very quick line as he's pulling the baby out of her back.
Yeah, it's
I guess
weird.
I just missed that line. If I had caught that line, maybe.
No, I caught it and I still had no idea what was happening. I'm just like, what is this? I thought she was like a ghost incubator and these...
A ghost incubator?
I don't know.
We've all been there.
Well, technically, all ladies are ghost incubators.
I mean, we're all a little bit of a ghost incubator. This has got to be probably Ben's favorite segment because we open with a foot on camera. It's Emily's foot, and he's into that. And then she's like, look, hey, is it okay if you just take care of me with your doctor's salary? And then she like takes off her top, and it's like boobs again. And it's like boobs are gonna get her a doctor's salary. Ain't this an unfair, world? Men are treated so unfairly. I can't show my boobs and get a doctor's salary.
You don't know that.
I bet you could.
I could try. Yeah, no. It's it's just like, man, was there a prerequisite for most of these segments to actually flash boobs?
Unnecessarily.
Because it seems like they do it.
It feels,
and they do it quickly.
It feels gross.
At a certain point, a little bit, yes, but I still love this whole anthology. So if I have a spooky thing happen in my house, can I call you so then you can scream remotely and protect me?
No.
Not here in the house with me?
No, but we can do a podcast about it.
Oh, okay. Emily, I feel bad saying this, but at this point, I'm just like, Emily is an idiot and she's unstable.
Emily has been brainwashed her entire life.
Yeah, so bad.
Okay.
Once you find that out, it's like, God damn.
Yeah, this made me feel sad.
There's something at my door. Should I open it? That's stupid. Don't open the door. Like, I appreciate that.
No,
like,
I'm going to do it. Like, I'm going to go open it. You watch. You tell me what you see. I'm going to watch, okay? We good?
Yeah. Oh, shit. It's like, and then you see this little fucking goblin, like, runs in there, and then runs out and shuts the door. And then the next morning, dude's like, yeah, I didn't see anything. It was a breeze.
I'm like, a breeze?
Like,
you didn't see the little kid in pajamas run through the house? Really? A breeze?
Yeah, and the guy's name is James. And I get so fucking frustrated with James because he never records. And Emma's like, did you record this? But he keeps saying that just to the right side of his screen. Bear in mind that this whole thing is recorded on like a video chat.
I mean, if it wasn't recorded, we wouldn't be able to see it.
Well, yeah. But I'm saying this one wasn't just like a handheld video camera thing. It was, we're seeing two different people on their computers recording it like we're doing right now.
This is 3.
And no, you're not a real person. Just off to the side of the capture screen window, you can see part of a folder with Emily's name on it.
Oh, cool.
And there's another folder underneath it. And I didn't actually read what it said.
If that other folder said it's aliens, then...
I'm going to guess the other folder was the other girl's name.
Now, do you think he's working on both ladies at the same time? Or he's like...
I think he is, yes. 100%.
I think that's the intention. When I watched it, I thought Emily was dead and he had just moved on to another girl. But I think that wasn't. I don't think that's what's actually happening. I think it's just
not how they show it. No,
right?
Yeah. So we'll get to that part. So every fucking night this is happening, and he's not recording. I'm getting more and more pissed. But Emily's like, I think maybe a kid died here. I should ask the landlord.
No,
he'd have
don't
to tell
ask
me.
the landlord.
It's the law.
Whatever you do, you should not ask the landlord. I mean, you don't want to put that on the landlord. Why do you want to make trouble for the landlord?
You sure it's a law?
Are you sure? Why do you want to do that? Bro,
well,
what is your problem? Let her...
Like, what? It's like, it just seems like he's resigned to her, like, she's crazy, this is what she does, like, whatever, but this is my girl. Like, why are you still with her, man? This is weird.
Them taters.
The next night, like, I'm gonna go out there. Do you have a weapon? no, should I? Fucking yes! And then he didn't record again. And the whole time I'm seeing the people pop up back there before they're seeing it. And I'm like, yeah, I seen it. Go back to your room. And she runs back to the room like, and close your closet too. Should have been one come out of the closet. And she's like, I should talk to him. I'm like, no, you shouldn't talk to him.
Why not?
Bitch, leave. That's the title of my segment. Bitch, leave. Next morning.
Oh, next morning.
She's been complaining about a bruise.
This is so
like
good.
In her arm. Next morning, she's just casually like messing with her arm again after he told her not to. And she pulls her arm up and she's got a massive hole in her arm. And she's cutting it. And she's just casually cutting her fucking arm open. Like, just sitting there. I'm like, oh my God, no.
She's digging in there.
I felt something move and he's just like, don't do that. Don't do that. He's not freaking out and calling the paramedics immediately. And my thoughts here is like, he doesn't want her to get committed, maybe? I don't know. But what the fuck? And then she goes and gets some massive, like, barbecue, like, fucking two-pronged fork thing. And she's like, I'm just going to reach in there. And he's like, do not fucking do that.
Okay.
And he's like, I will be there in a week to check it out. Go clean that. And I'm like, a week? A week? Go to a fucking doctor now!
Well, that's expensive. In this economy, seeing a doctor?
Go to a doctor now! Oh, Jesus Christ.
He's not taking down this guy just to go visit another doctor.
This is true. Well, okay. So now, this is where I pointed out, okay, yeah, she's super sleep deprived. She's going even crazier. This dumbass really needs to record. And then I was like, he's already got a folder with her name on it. I'm like, wait, he's already got a folder with her name on it. It's like, okay, I don't trust him.
I have a folder with your name on it.
Oh, shit. I don't
I
trust
actually
you.
do too, yeah.
You sons of bitches. Then the next night, she's like, I'm gonna close my eyes so I'm not scared and run away.
I wanted her to, like, smack into a wall or something.
Just walk right into it.
A little
like,
levity or something. No.
Now you be my eyes, okay?
What?
And you tell me,
What?
and then I'll talk to him. And the whole time she's got her eyes closed, there's nothing. And then she opens her eyes like, oh yeah, it's fine. And then he's like, well, fucking behind you. And he's like, shut your eyes. And then she drops. And then we got a fucking music box playing. And there's the people are all surrounding her. And we see him get up and run. And then 2 seconds later, he walks through the door. We don't know it's him, but you kind of, if you're experienced in the genre, you know it's him. And he starts just cutting her open and pulling a little fetus out of her back. And he's talking to him. We can't completely understand them, like, easily. And he's like, we're going to have to make it look like an accident. Going to have to break some bones. And, like, how much longer do we got to do this? Like, he doesn't want to keep doing this to Emily.
Yeah, he says, I don't know how many more of these she can take.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh God, oh no.
Yeah, this has been happening for a while.
Now,
and then it's so bad. We cut back to them video chatting, and then poor Emily's sitting there, got like a fucking arm, her arm in a sling and wrapped up like he just fucking snapped her arm or something, and she's all bruised up. And she's like, yeah, I got put on all this medication, and you know, I got like a form of schizophrenia and bipolar. And it's like, no, Emily, you don't. You just fucking don't. You're some poor girl who's been gaslit by a bunch of alien ghosts to have their babies. And this is fucked up. Why? This is so fucked up. And then she says, you're so good to me. I love you. And he's just like, oh, okay. And then she blows a kiss. And I'm like, say it back. And then he hangs up. And I'm like, why did you say it back? And then he opens another one, and it's another lady, and he's pretty much having the same conversation with her. And then he's like leaning back, and she's changing into her jammies, and he's like, yeah, don't stop. So, like, is he just getting paid in, like, boobs? Like, lean back.
I think it's worse, Kenny. I think he's having sex with them. And that's part of how these mutated alien babies are made.
Could be. Could be. Do you think he's an alien?
No.
But you think they require some of his mixture? Like, it's a three-way mixture.
Let's speculate. How do you make a alien hybrid back baby?
So, okay, it's man seed, lady egg, and then the alien just brings a little seasoning. You put a little salt and pepper.
I bet it's not lady egg. I bet it's alien egg, and he has to put it in her. And then put it in her, you know?
Could be. But she's talking about, like, after... She goes to
they've known
the
each other since they were kids.
I'm like, oh, what? Like, what?
That's what they said.
I know.
That's what
I'm
they
like,
implied.
oh my God. But then she's like, when she talks about the fake doctor that she went to who gets her schizophrenia diagnosis, it's like, you deserve someone better. I'm just going to be a burden kind of thing. And he's convincing her otherwise, right? Or trying to, and then it shuts off. And so that's why when we get to the new girl, I thought, oh, she killed herself. And now here's the next one. But
I think because he's not actually physically like there, like he's telling all these people like he's off at school or whatever, he's just passing them around. Like he's just juggling. It'd be so easy.
I'm like, oh yeah, show me your homework.
Show me your fucking homework. Yeah, you're not a doctor, fucking guy. You're a med student. You're gonna be a doctor. You're so cute. Look.
This one had, and a lot of different ideas.
I like it more now that I know that it's aliens. Otherwise, I was very confused by what was happening. But the aliens make sense.
This might be my favorite one.
I will give this one a 5.
What?
That's a 5.
Aliens make sense to you?
This might be my favorite one.
It does.
He loves gaslighting, though. He's into it.
Okay, that makes more sense to me now.
I was thinking like it was like a ghost baby, but there weren't actually ghosts. Those were paid actors that were there, paid children actors that were there to spook her into falling on her face.
Okay.
Doing a Dick Van Dyke right on the floor. Yeah.
And then there was a back fetus for some reason. It didn't make sense to me.
We're saying it's a back baby, but it could be that he actually just is doing the incision on her back because that's harder for her to see, and that he's just reaching in and doing a reach around. Sense. I don't know.
The old
I don't know how
reach
alien
around.
hybrid babies are made.
Because there's no padding back there. If there's a fetus just sitting on your ribs on the back, like you'd squish the shit out of that thing.
I'm just like
sitting down.
So I don't.
Maybe it's up and under. I'm not a doctor. Sorry, ladies. Okay, Ryan, what'd you give that one?
That one's good.
That one's good. Good number.
That one's
good. Okay, back to tape 56.
It's not as good as Saturday the 17th or whatever the hell the other one. I can't. Tuesday the 17th.
Tuesday the 17th.
I like Tuesday the 17th is the winner. This one's okay. It's just really okay. I didn't understand it when I saw it.
Okay, so now we're back, and Gary's the last one left. The old man is gone. The old dead man's gone again. Zach's gone. Gary's like running around the house, and he finds Zach decapitated, and then he gets attacked by the old man zombie. And he tries to run downstairs, and he falls just like the guy in the first segment, except he was wearing shoes, not socks, so this isn't his fault. Slippery ass floor. And he gets killed by the zombie, and then that's the end, except we pick up one more segment. 10/31/98.
But there's no one left alive to watch it.
That's us. We're watching it.
Oh.
And we got a man who's dressed up as a nanny cam for Halloween meeting his bros,
wait. I forgot about this one.
We've got the Unabomber, a pirate,
I'm
and a
helping
Marine.
hands.
So they're going to a Halloween party, which nanny cam guy, Tyler's like roommate's like, you're a little too old for that, aren't you? And he's like, yeah, whatever, fuck off. So they go driving around, and this is 1998, so I guess they don't have easy GPS. There's no Garmin in their car. They're using a map to try to find the house. And I don't think they get to the right house, Ryan.
I'm going to be honest. There's so much of them. I felt like so much of them driving around getting lost. I don't care. We get to an empty house, warm beer. I don't care. And then it's like...
It's a little weird, And
then it's like, is it the wrong... It has to be the wrong house, right? Because they've wandered into a real haunted house.
Yes. Now, is the house haunted, or is it just because it currently contains someone who's being exorcised?
I don't know, but I feel like it was some teddy bear trauma,
Teddy bear trauma. They finally get to a house that they think is the house party because it's all lit up, but yet they can't get inside. They're fucking walking around trying to get into this house. I'm like, guys, I don't think this is the party, but whatever. They get inside, and they're walking around, and they're already, I don't know if they're pre-gaming it that much, like if they're already drunk or on drugs, or they're in the Halloween, they got that Halloween high, which I get that.
And Halloween,
so they're walking around.
Spirits taking them.
Yeah.
They got the spookums.
Right? So it's spookums big time. Tyler sees like a ghost on the stairs, and he like freaks out, and his buddies are all in another room. They come running out of there screaming and laughing. Like, there are fucking hands coming out of the wall trying to grab us. That's amazing. I've never seen that before.
Right?
And I'm like, oh my God, this whole segment is them thinking that the haunted house they're in is fake, that would be fucking hilarious. And it kind of is, but it takes another turn. So they're still walking around looking for the actual party in this place. And it's a big fucking house. And it's got doors after doors after doors. And eventually they find stairs to the attic, like through the bathroom, because they hear voices. Weird. And now before we start the voices get a little clearer for us, and we start hearing like prayer type shit, and it's like, uh-oh. And when they get upstairs and we we peek in there, and we get in there, and they see these old dudes got this girl tied up, and they're reading from a Bible, and they're chanting. They start, like, after every segment, they yell, like, cast him down.
Yeah, cast you down.
The third time
cast you down.
Yeah, the third time the guys hear it up there, they start joining them, like, cast him down! Cast him down! And they're like, the guys turn like, you're not supposed to be here. And they're like, wait, no, we're here for the party. And then the girl starts freaking out. One of them hits the possessed girl. And they're like, wait, what? You can't do that. And like, get out of here. And there's maybe a slight scuffle. And then they run away. And they're like, wait, we can't leave. And it's like, no, I assure you that you can. Also, I want to point out when they were trying to get to the house and they were getting stalled by the train tracks, I just dawned that was my note. And I said, fucking stupid train. I didn't realize that until now. So we'll get back to that. So they're like, we can't leave the girl up there. We have to go save her. So they go back up there. But the whole time they're doing this, like arms and shit are coming out of the fucking walls, man.
The house These is are changing. Good boys.
The house is changing big time.
So if the house is changing and you're running away for cultist and you can no longer get out the door because everything's gone Hellraiser on you, do you run basement? They're running to the basement because they smell smoke? Is that right?
Yeah, so they freed the girl, they beat the shit. The cultists were getting slammed around by cult shit. And then, yeah, they go to the basement. But like at that point, you're trying to put distance between you and what you ran from, and you can't get outside. So I guess down is further than where you are. I mean, but it fucking works, Ryan. They get out.
Oh, I mean, after they run through the helping CGI hands, yeah.
Or helping hands. But yeah, I like the doors and stuff were literally closing, turning into walls and shit like that. That's always fun. Cool.
Yeah.
And then we get, I think Chad's driving the car. Like, we get her into the car. Like, go, Chad, go! And the car starts getting fucked. It's like, well, it's like, Chad, just drive, man! Let's drive! And then the car stalls out. And then the lady, like, they're freaking out. And then the lady, poof, vanishes. And you're like, wait a minute, where'd she go? And then, like, she's just outside. She's just outside, guys. She's standing in front of it. And then the car won't start. And then you look to the left. And you see a train coming. And it's like, start the car, bro. It's like, open the door, bro. Let us out, bro.
Child locks, bro.
Yeah. And then the train crashes into the car. The lady disappears like a ghost that she is. And yeah, they die. And that's the end.
I thought now that I remember this segment existing, this is my favorite one.
That one? Well, the house part is, it's a little...
Let's have a fight, Daniel. Let's argue.
Okay.
The driving around Lost segment drags on, and this is That's short true. In an anthology. You can't have anything that fucking drags.
You know what? You've talked me out of it.
Yeah, and then the...
It's just, okay, so first we got Amateur Night, serious, some moments of laughter, right? When his genitals get flung out. Yeah, that's kind of funny. But otherwise it's serious. Takes them as they come. Oh, what's the other one? Okay, the second honeymoon one, that was pretty serious. And then we got the glitch
Seriously
one.
Boring.
That was all, yeah. And then that was all serious. This one, the problem with this anthology is there's no difference in tone. So I think this one should have leaned all the way into slapstick, Evil Dead comedy of these idiots.
You wanted one of the hands to like grab their dick or do a
I wanted them running
poke.
into walls, getting hit by flying objects.
If they had Scooby-Doo'd through that house, like running from room to room, doorway to doorway,
it would have been a lot more memorable.
They had an alternative ending, Ryan, that they shot. Basically, the doors unlock and the guys get out just before the train hits the car, and then they just kind of like leave, talking about what a great night they had and how crazy it was as the train hits the car and blows up.
That would have been funny.
You see, if the rest of them had been funny, and then you have that ending, this one, top one in the whole movie.
I think I like the idea of like the whole them being in a haunted house, not realizing it's haunted. Like, I could do a whole movie of that. That would be fucking hilarious. And I mean, we get parts of that when we watched Dead Detectives.
You get parts, yeah.
Yeah, like that works for me. And those 4 guys, like a lot of these characters are really like just they annoy the shit out of me. These guys weren't that bad.
These were good boys.
These were good boys. They didn't deserve what happened to them. It was still good, but like as a concept, I'll give it a 5. But for
maybe it should have started with them arriving and being like, "Is this the right house?"
Yeah,
instead of
we
seeing
didn't
them drive
need all that
around.
beginning crap.
the delivery, I'm gonna give it a 3.
This is better
So
than
was
the which one? Okay, it's better than the honeymoon thing one. Yeah, this one's fun, but it could have been so much better.
and I think the whole wraparound tape 56 could have been better.
Yes.
It sucked actually. To be
But
honest,
overall, this was a solid anthology movie. I mean, there's a lot of decent little anthology movies out there that I'll watch and probably never think about again. But this was one that resonated, and then it spawned an entire series of them that's been hit or miss. I like what they're doing now, where they're picking like years and having them all take place like in those time frames. It adds a nice little twist to them, like a nice little like, okay, you got to fit it within this frame. Like give these directors like, okay, make what you want, but within this box. Kind of make it a little bit of a challenge. And I don't know, they're good. Like I said, not every segment's good. The VHS is top to bottom. The first one, from the ones I've seen, I think I've seen all but like 2 of them, is the most like consistently good one across the board. Like, yes, there's a few that are not, but there's a lot in this that are just absolute bangers that I could watch over and over again. It's crazy how big a lot of these writers and directors are now.
Yeah.
Like, that's a lot of, young horror talent in this thing. Not a lot of the cast got huge out of this. Like, I don't recognize a lot of these faces. That's a little odd, but so be it. But overall, I mean, yeah, no, I had a good time with this. As long as you can stick it out through the opening where it's all grungy and dirty and very off-putting. Like you said, Ryan, if you weren't recording this for the pod, would you have even kept trying to watch this?
No.
And you would have missed out on all those goodies.
I would have missed out on some sweet gargoyle foot.
It is a nice gargoyle foot. Yeah, so overall, you guys enjoyed it?
I'm torn because I felt it was just too inconsistent. It's like you said, there are some good ones in there, but then the rest of them are like, eh.
Yeah, but that's better than just getting one good one and then you spend the other hour and a half watching shit segments.
This is true.
I mean, we can't all be the first creep show where every single one's a banger.
Why not?
But we can all be the second creep show where not every single one's a banger.
Yeah, that's actually much easier. You're right.
Yeah.
That has a beautiful mask in it.
Oh, Jesus.
Of a goblin, and it's part of our canon. So we will respect it and throw newspapers
Goblin
at
canon,
it.
baby.
All right?
Fucking train.
Derailed!
What other anthologies we recommended, boys?
Can we recommend the good one that we're going to review later?
What?
Oh, Trick or Treat?
Trick or Treat.
Oh, yeah, Trick or Treat.
One with a real wraparound story.
Yeah.
And every single one of those is good.
Every single one of those is
one.
good. So watch Trick or Treat, because we're going to be talking about it later. Creep Show, obviously. Trilogy of Terror.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What's All Hallows Night? Is that what it is? There's a couple of Halloween ones. All Hallows Eve, which is your first appearance of Art the Clown. That was a good time. There is Tales of Halloween. That's the one I was thinking of. Tales of Halloween goes really hard. And then there's that Christmas one.
That is
A Christmas Horror Story. Christmas Horror Story is a rock-solid horror anthology movie.
I'm trying to remember the name of it. I think it's called... What is this called? I think it's actually... what is this?
William Shatner as DJ Dan.
Tales from the Crypt, 1972.
Yeah, that predates the series and everything. Yeah, it's really good.
It is outstanding.
1972.
It has one in there about administrator who takes over running a home for blind people, and he starts cutting cutting the food, cutting the heat to save money, except his office is well warm and he's getting well fed. Oh, it's just so good.
Yeah, there's that one that's really good, and then they also had the one with give me a second, I'm thinking of the name. It had Steve Buscemi in it. It had Tales from the Dark Side movie.
That's what that's the one where the guy wasn't supposed to tell anyone about the gargoyle thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, Tales from the Dark Side, the movie is fucking solid.
He had a whole gargoyle family, and then he didn't.
Yeah. Then he didn't. Then he didn't. Well, we did great here, boys. What are we watching tomorrow? Anyone know?
I don't fucking know.
Anyone know?
Hold on.
What we're watching tomorrow? I'll tell you.
I don't even know what today is.
Not if I tell you
Hey,
first.
boys. Tomorrow, we're watching The Outwaters.
Spoiler alert. Which one was that?
Junk.
Hold on to your junk.
Wait,
Hold on to your
maybe you don't have to watch this one before you listen to us.
Don't watch this.
Don't watch this.
No, you have to watch this.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Otherwise, you're not going to know.
No, do not watch this.
Tunnel snakes, Daniel. Tunnel snakes. More tunnel snakes.
Don't watch it.
All
I'm telling you,
snakes,
do not watch it.
All severed penises all the time. That's our new podcast motto. Horrible opinions.
And as always,
we'll throw junk on the test floor.
I'm your horrible host who's incredibly attached to his penis, Kenny.
I'm Daniel, and I'm begging you, don't watch the next movie.
I'm still here sipping for your foot succubus, Ryan.
Go get you a siren. See you tomorrow.
Bye.